Welcome to our professional development plan of literacy action plan goals that support teachers. You teachers are the core of our literacy program. You present the information, so we want to adequately support you. The purpose of this session is to inform you of upcoming improvements and to encourage and support you in your teaching, and finally, to foster teamwork among all of us as staff. Each of our 3 goals are connected by teamwork. First, we want to have coaching for all the teachers. Second, content area literacy teacher training. And third, common planning time. Goal number 1 is for coaching. Coaching is one of the most successful ways to improve teacher practice and student achievement. It results in effective and lasting results and specific hands-on help. This is not a PD session where you go and never hear anything about it again. This is practical help in your classroom. Below is a diagram of the years of teaching experience of our current staff. Notice that almost 50% of our staff has less than 2 years of experience. This shows that we are a very young staff. However, this does not have to be a downfall. In fact, you are all so teachable and so many of you have expressed interest in wanting to learn from more experienced teachers. This can actually be a great asset to us as a teaching staff. So as we begin coaching, it will begin with our elementary principal coaching a couple of our teachers. Then these teachers will coach others. Every teacher will be improving and helping others to improve simultaneously. The Arabic department will work the same way. This is a process of passing knowledge from one to the other and sharing knowledge. It does not mean that there is one professional who knows everything and another who knows nothing in the relationship. No, they are sharing. This is a camaraderie. Coaching will look like pure observations. Both the coaching teacher and the coachee will observe each other teaching. Discuss these observations openly, give each other feedback, accept ideas and reflections constructively. Freedom to ask questions. You should be able to ask each other questions at any time, especially during the mentoring sessions that will happen during planning time. Coaching partners should find a common time to discuss upcoming plans at least 1 time per week. This does not have to be a long session, but just a short touch base, here's my ideas, maybe even a specific question of how do you think I could teach this lesson better? This is growing together. As I said before, this is a partnership, not one professional who knows everything and another who knows nothing. This is together, teamwork. Our second goal is content area literacy and providing professional development for you in this area. Many teachers are not aware of the content-specific literacy skills that they use daily. You are experts in your field, and you use these skills often without realizing that they are literacy skills. Because of our high ESL population, it's especially important that we teach these skills directly. Research shows that professional development in this area can improve teacher practice and student literacy. According to our action plan goals across grade levels, next year the rotating core classes will be devoted to teaching content-specific literacy. Therefore, we need to be training teachers how to teach these skills. One example is math. The literacy skills in math are numerous. As much as you think it's about numbers, there's so much more going on. Vocabulary, interpreting questions, the understanding a word problem and figuring out what it's asking. Interpreting graphs, word-symbol relationships, for example, how times and of always go together, especially in percents and ratios. Each of these is a literacy skill that we want to equip you to teach your students. You know these skills and you use them. We want to train you how to teach them to your students. Similarly, in science, students need to interpret diagrams. You can spend a rotating core teaching them how to interpret diagrams and create diagrams to show scientific processes. This is connected with your teaching. It shouldn't be separate from what you're learning, but it should aid the content that you're teaching in class. Formulating hypotheses Reading scientific reports, following written instructions is a huge thing. Understanding the comprehension. Understand that we are not asking our secondary content area teachers to teach our students how to read. We recognize that that is the elementary department's job. However, we do recognize that there are content-specific, science-specific terms, ways to read that your students need to know. In social studies, students need to understand flowcharts, read vocabulary, read primary source documents, and understand the English and hard language in those. Also, timelines are a whole interpretation skill of themselves, and comparing viewpoints on historical events. Each of these is a literacy skill that we will equip you to teach. So our literacy specialist and ESL specialist will work together to teach workshops. These will happen during professional development time on Thursdays. Content teachers will attend their own appropriate workshop. We value your time and know that you can't spend all your time attending professional development sessions that don't apply to you. Upper elementary teachers teach all the content areas, so we will have them attend each session. The implementation of these skills that you are then teaching will be along with coaching from our specialists. We also plan to bring in some external experts in these areas for professional development, especially during the beginning of the year in service time. Then each department will have a bi-monthly meeting that can focus on literacy teaching projects. Specialists, you can plan specific topics to discuss. Come prepared with ideas to share, success stories, and what you're seeing work and what you're seeing not work. Our third goal is common planning time. Many of you have requested this, and next year we will be implementing common planning time for all grade levels. Because each of you is an expert, common planning time lets you share your expertise with your colleagues and learn from their expertise. Research shows that common planning time creates a positive attitude about the school and teachers because you are working together and you're collaborating and you are part of this community and you feel it. Here's an example of success. Grade 1 teachers in our school already have common planning time and do a phenomenal job. I spoke to our fair, a first-year teacher in the grade 1 team, and she said that common planning time has been invaluable for her as a first-year teacher. She said one of the best things is that she can verbally process her ideas and refine them by getting suggestions from her fellow teachers. Teamwork relationships are developed. If you talk to the grade 1 teachers, they don't want to split up next year. They want to work with the same team. Their pacing is consistent across their classes because they're able to hear how each other is doing. And they share success stories and rejoice in each other's successes and help each other through struggles. They don't focus on the struggles. They present them and give each other suggestions how to solve them and then move on. So next year, when our scheduling team makes the class schedule, they will ensure that all grade level teams have at least 2 periods per week when each class has a special at the same time. But don't wait till next year. Start now. Many of you already have at least 1 prep period at the same time as your team. So start now to develop the habit of working as a team, collaborating on ideas, refining them with one another. Common planning time will look very specific. Share your instruction. How did it go this week? Share the good things and the bad things that happened. Don't focus on the bad, but don't focus on the good. It's not a time to brag about success, but nor is it a time to bemoan failure. This is to focus on improvement. Discuss topics for the upcoming lessons. Make sure you present ideas already prepared for how to teach these topics. Don't come and be fishing around for, oh, maybe we could do this. Rather, have an idea and then use each other's input to refine it. Encourage each other and offer tangible ways to help. You can go into one another's classrooms and help for 10 minutes. Help that struggling student that the other teacher is just not able to connect with anymore. Encourage them. Offer to co-teach a lesson with them. Make it a culture of collaboration. And finally, in the meeting, distribute responsibilities for the preparation of materials equally among the group. Make sure you offer to help before you are asked. This is teamwork. The common planning time should become part of our school culture. It shouldn't be restricted to the allocated slot of time each week. Rather, always be seeking each other's input. Share a great idea. No one owns an idea. They are for our community. If you come up with it, you should be so confident in your idea that you are excited to share it with your colleagues and help other classes learn as well. Teamwork is key to success, and this is an opportunity for us as teachers to model effective teamwork for our students. We are creating this teamwork culture in our students, and these 3 goals are how we do it.